back after a long hiatus. The Real Pastors are back. We're finally back. Here we are, talking movies again. Just when you thought it was safe to get back on YouTube, here we are.
And I'm excited to be back. It's been a couple years since we've been able to get on here and start talking about movies. Our life has just been completely crazy. A lot of changes and things. I think we tried to come back before during a big major change, but things just kept changing. So but I'm just glad to finally be back.
How many times you and I sat at the table in Panera over the last few years and said, man, we need our channel back. If we only had Real Pastors. And then we would make plans and then something would happen. Complete chaos. Good stuff, mostly. But just Real Pastors got, let's say we put the ball down. We didn't throw it away, but we've picked it back up. And here we are. We're back talking movies.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Yeah, and I'm very, very excited to be talking because we do it all the time, like you said. And then we're just like, we need our channel. We need our channel.
We need it. And where have we been? Well, it's weird. I was thinking, we started Real Pastors, if you remember back in the day when COVID started. And, went on quite a bit. We had a really good run there, pretty solid running of videos and stuff. And then now we're back when our whole town is frozen. We bring it back during the snow days. So I think that's kind of clever. I think that's kind of fitting that we're trapped inside. I won't even go out in my yard because I hate this stuff. And but here we are.
Right.
We're back.
Yeah. And very, very excited to be back, of course, and glad to finally just to be doing this. So and I guess just a quick recap. Like I said, we've had a lot of changes. I think last time I was going to remind people because it's been years. I mean, Gary and I planted a church here in town, and it just has taken a lot of things. It's called Ohana Church. Ohana means family. We're really trying to focus on that aspect, and it's just been very busy. And then on top of that, like I've been coaching basketball. Gary has been coaching baseball and basketball in recent years, and which is crazy. And also, he was working and then didn't focused on church stuff full time, but still trying to do stuff with the kids. And then there's just been a lot of stuff going on in our lives. But the one thing that did not change is we have continued to watch movies.
We still go to the movies. Yep.
We still go to the movies. Still got the A-list. We are still movie lovers. We just haven't been able to get on here and talk about them.
No, yeah. And why do we watch movies? Like I said before we started recording, because it's cheaper than therapy.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. A lot going on. I've moved twice since we last had an episode. Hopefully not doing that again. I was a substitute teacher for a little bit. That was weird. But here we are. We're back. And if my hat was off, you'd see a little bit more gray hairs with all the ups and downs of chaos. But hey, I look at them as a badge of honor, So here we are. So let's do some catching up. So
here we go.
Efren and I thought, with this being our first episode back, let's not try to do too much, not try to bite off more than we can chew. Why don't we look at the last few years? Because it was what I believe it was spring of 2022 when
I think so.
Last had a video. And so from that point up until today, we thought let's come up with a list, and we have 10 plus a couple honorable mentions each of our favorite movies while we've been on hiatus from Real Pastors.
Yes.
So these are our favorite movies since we've been gone. So Efren, would you like the honors to start this?
Sure thing. Here we go. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of just list them because I said we kind of maybe briefly talk about them. This is in no specific order. I will say I'm sure some of these are on Gary's list. But so we'll see here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to play with this new thing and it's being dumb. There we go. So everyone knows. There we go. So this is what we're talking about. Pretty moves since we've been gone.
New wonderful elements of StreamYard that we've discovered. So
yes. So bear with us.
You know?
Yeah. So here's what I got since we've been gone. I even looked back and I even realized one of these movies we talked about the trailer, but we never actually talked about it because of the hiatus. So, and that one, since I brought that one up, that one is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. So we did a video about the trailer and how excited we were, but we never actually did a review or talked about it. But that one, I absolutely loved it. Thought it did great. Did what a sequel was supposed to do: build on the original, give you more and more depth and everything. The only bad thing is now we're still waiting for the last one. Left on a cliffhanger, but now we're still waiting. So, but yeah, Across the Spider-Verse is on there, which so people
phenomenal movie.
Yeah, phenomenal movie. Another one that took me by surprise, but I went because it is me, and I was like, I have to see this movie. Godzilla -1. I expected it to be kind of typical Japanese cheesy Godzilla, like not cheesy in the sense of like goofy or like Godzilla versus Kong type of cheesy. I just mean like special effects wise and stuff, because that's what's in my head. Like, guy in a Godzilla costume kind of movie. That's what's in my head when I think Japanese Godzillas. Because there's another great movie called Shin Godzilla that I heard is great. I actually never watched it, but even that, bits and pieces I've watched of it, Godzilla still looked kind of cheesy. The effects weren't there. The effects were phenomenal. Story was phenomenal. Literally one of the best Godzilla movies I've ever seen. So that one was really good, and that was one where both of those came out in the same year. So when Gary and I were talking about what's the favorite movie of the year, I was like, oh gosh, I didn't know if it was Across the Spider-Verse or that one. I had a hard time choosing.
What was that?
So
2023?
24? 22, I think. It was 22.
Oh, wow.
Because we did the trailer, the video of it, and then we talked about Bad Guys, but we never actually did it when it came out. So those two were there. Another one, I think was 22. It might have been 23. And this is one that I know this has to be on Gary's Licks. But I absolutely loved. Gary was very surprised that I loved this. Top Gun Maverick. So stinking good. Because everyone knows
that you loved this movie.
Yeah, everyone knows how I feel about the original. I'm not a fan, but this one was so stinking good. So Top Gun Maverick, and then I got two racing movies. Gran Turismo, I love that movie. I thought that was so good. You say what you want about the story. It was based on a true story. They Hollywoodized it, sure, but the racing scenes and all that stuff just absolutely phenomenal. And then
we saw that in IMAX, didn't we?
Yeah, we saw that in IMAX on movie day. We were able to see it on IMAX for $1 or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
So it was so good. And then the other racing one, F1, that came out this past year. Again, so good, so well made. Racing scenes, and that one, story, everything, so good. I couldn't believe Apple TV put that out. Like, they're the ones in charge of that. So that one was really good.
Yes.
And then I have both Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning and Final Reckoning. Love those. And then the Dune 2. So that was, oh gosh, also really good. So that one's there. So probably of no surprise to anyone except me, because I was a little iffy on this one because of the trailers. I said, I don't know if they're doing this right. I was very, very afraid, but it ended up being so good. It brought a manly tear to my eye. Transformers 1. That was one. I was like, this is going to be dumb. I think this is going to be stupid. They're making a mockery. No, they did it right. And the fact that this movie, and it's funny because like critics and everyone who saw it loved this movie, but it still didn't get the praise it deserved. So Transformers 1 was good. Another animated one, Wild Robot. I still love that movie. That movie, especially as a parent, if you are a parent, watch that movie. It is so good, pulls at the heartstrings, so much about life in there. It's one of those, Gary and I had to have this saying every time we see a movie that put out by DreamWorks. We say, they just don't miss. DreamWorks don't miss. And right now, they can't miss. So they're doing great. And then the last one of my top 10 is, and I know this one's split. I don't care. Predator Badlands. I thought that movie was so good. I like that movie a lot. So that one, that's my top 10 of the movies that I really liked.
Okay. You got any honorable mentions?
So I do. I didn't know we wanted to save that for later.
Oh, yeah. You can save it later. Yeah, that's fine.
So go ahead. You go ahead and go and do your top 10.
Yeah, I'm so happy because there was a couple things on our list that we both had, but there's also a couple you mentioned that I had not forgotten about, but I was like, this is worth writing down, but I know Efren's going to talk about some. All right, so I'm going to start off Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
I figured that would be on your list.
As a Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite stuff of Marvel. I love above me is my Guardians wall. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, and Volume 3 was so good on every level. You and I went and saw that, and there's a part in that movie where I started crying, and I just kind of didn't want you to know. It was just, that movie really got to me. I love Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Let's see, -1 is on my list as well. Fantastic movie. Me and the kids went and saw that. I remember Megan was out of town on a work trip. It was me and the kids went and saw it, and they both just absolutely loved it. Great movie. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was really good. Really liked that one. I also had Wild Robot. As a parent, everything you said, valid. Wild Robot is fantastic. It's on the shelf. All these, I think, most of them are on the shelf. Love Wild Robot. Twisters was a big surprise for me. Me and the kids, especially Mike, we loved that movie. I think we went and saw it. Me and the kids went and saw it. No, you and I went and saw it.
Yeah.
And then I took the kids. The kids loved it so much, we took Megan. So I saw Twisters 3 times in the theater. Let's see, Dune Part 2 was epic. Just that was an epic. We'll talk a little bit about the Dune stuff in a little bit too, but Dune Part 2 was great. I also had F1 Formula 1. Fantastic movie. If you have not seen that movie, it's my favorite. It might be my favorite one of 2025. I don't know, but it was great. And just immediately, as soon as it starts off with Led Zeppelin, and it's the movie is just so awesome. Such a great movie, so well done. And
that was definitely one. When I walked out of it, I was like, Gary, you have to go see it. And then you did.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
loved that one. Bonhoeffer. I saw Bonhoeffer. Really, I didn't know a lot about his story, but Angel Studios put out a great movie about him, about Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Check it out if you haven't. Just if you are a World War II buff or whatever you call yourself, or just this guy lived an amazing life. So Bonhoeffer. And probably my number one is Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
I mean, Top Gun Maverick was an amazing theater experience. We sat on this channel so many times hearing me complain about how it kept getting pushed back. And people that watch our channel know how excited I was for how much I love the original and how much it means to me. And just to sit there in a theater and to know, not only did they make a great sequel, they made a phenomenal movie that is even better than the first one. And I absolutely love it. Top Gun Maverick. For personal reasons, I won't get into. I haven't been able to watch it since the theater, but it is on the shelf. I cannot say enough good things about Top Gun Maverick. And did I mention Badlands? I don't know if I meant Predator Badlands as well. That one. That movie. I looked at you after it was over. I was like, that was fantastic. I absolutely love Predator Badlands in so many ways. So I keep going back and forth between Predator and F1 as my favorite movies of the year. But
fair enough. I know people have issues with Badlands, but because they essentially wanted more of the same of the original Arnold, where the Predator's the bad guy and stuff. But I'm like, but we got so much lore and stuff that he did, and you got to see him expand and be the runt of the litter and all that kind of stuff. Either way, we can talk about it later, but I just don't understand why people wanted, because they were like, it wasn't violent enough. I'm like, are you kidding me? He chopped things in half constantly. And then they're like, but it wasn't this, it wasn't that. I'm like, pretty much you just wanted the same movie. You're just looking for Predator 1 and 2 again. And I'm like, and then people like me, I'm like, I don't want that again. I already saw it. Kind of how I feel about TV live action.
Had a great story. The action was incredible. The like wolf quote is one of my favorites. I took so much away from that. And I don't want to get, we'll probably do it. It deserves a whole video, but what the Predator franchise has done is how you're supposed to do a reboot or whatever you want to call it. With Prey, with what was the animated movie called in between Prey and I can't remember. They did like an animated thing, and then
Oh Killers.
Yes. This is the way to do it. This has been from Prey to this. I cannot wait to see what else they have left. What else they're going to do in the series.
Right.
So I do have a couple honorable mentions.
Yep. Here we go. Yep.
So Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
I got to put in there. Just as a Beetlejuice fan, I never thought I'd see a Beetlejuice sequel, and I was happy with it. It stuck the landing. It was good. And the other honorable mention is Longlegs. Longlegs, not many people probably know about, but you and I saw it twice in the theater. As a true crime story, it was very, very, very good. Stick the landing that much, which is why an honorable mention. It's a very, very dark movie. But overall, I thought it was a good movie and deserved of a honorable mention.
Yeah. I got a few more. So some of these are just because it's just me. Like this one, it's just nostalgic kind of thing for me. Haunted Mansion. That is one that I was very upset how Disney handled it. Disney has a reputation of when they don't really care about a movie, burying it. And that's what they did with this movie. They buried it. They did barely any advertising for it. No one knew it came out, and it's a Halloween movie that came out in August.
Makes no sense.
So makes no sense. But I thought that movie was fantastic. I love the Haunted Mansion ride, and I love the story and stuff behind that ride and the different things. So this movie brought it all together. So for a fan of the ride, that's why I love this movie. So I got Bonhoeffer's on my honorable mention, mainly because I couldn't fit it in my top 10, but I love that movie. So I also have two more like Halloween-esque movies, I guess. Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Oh, yeah.
And then Haunting in Venice. Those are two that came out. Again, two that did not come out during Halloween like they should have.
Oh, they're still doing it. It makes no sense. There's a movie called Werewolf coming out. I saw it this year, December.
Yeah. I don't get it. But both of those I like. And then and The Day the Earth Blew Up, Looney Tunes.
Oh yeah.
Another movie that Warner Brothers tried to bury. Another studio picked it up and released it. Made enough money for them to not do the Wile E. Coyote movie, that same studio. So that should be coming out, I think, this year, if I remember correctly.
It is.
So that's one of the ones I can't wait to watch because I love these Looney Tunes movies. I loved it. My girls loved it. We laughed our heads off the entire time.
Same.
Such a good movie. And then I have on there Fantastic Four as well, and then Bad Guys 2. Those are my honorables. I'm like, I at least have to mention these.
Solid. Yeah, all those are solid. Yeah. I forgot about the Demeter and Haunting in Venice. Those were both very, very good. Haunted Mansion, I'm glad you mentioned that because me and Lainey went and saw that, and that was we had such a great time with that movie. Me and Lainey, my daughter. We still quote it every time we see Danny DeVito in a commercial or somewhere. Yeah. She goes, "Hey, that's Bruce," and we quote Haunted Mansion. That was a cool moment. That was a cool theater experience. Yeah. And it deserved better by Disney. It really did.
It really did. But like I said, Disney has this reputation of whatever, like they'll greenlight movies and they'll make them, but then if someone, I don't know what it is, but they just decide, this isn't going to make money. I don't really care, but we have to show it. And they just kind of bury it. And they've done it. They do it time and time again.
Yeah. Especially something like Haunted Mansion that is from one of their original attractions. Magic Kingdom. Like they could have really pushed that but it just kind of got buried. And Laney's always asking me, are they going to make a second one? And I don't think they are because it didn't make enough money. It's like, well, they didn't make money because he didn't put nothing behind it. But
but at the same token, the way it was made, like there isn't really room for a second one.
That is true.
Unless you just make up a whole nother bad guy trying to take over the Haunted Mansion, which would be weird because the way they did the story, it's done. But it just it definitely should have gotten way more love than it did.
Fun movie that is in our Halloween movie rotation. We watched it this past year.
Yep, so. Us as well. That was one, and it was actually hard to find. So that and A Haunting in Venice, which also by Disney. So that was another one Disney tried to bury because they just didn't care about it because it was under Fox, and when they got Fox, they really didn't want to release it. Those two movies were actually really hard to find on Blu-ray.
Okay.
Because they also did a limited Blu-ray release on them. And so it was actually quite difficult to get it. I mean, I think now you can get it like off of Amazon and stuff. But even then it was like, but at the time it was like Amazon didn't pick it up for some reason. I don't know exactly what happened, but I think you can get both of them now, but it just, at first it was hard and I was mad.
We have Haunted Mansion on the shelf, but I don't have Haunting of Venice. That's part of the was the Train in the Nile, right? No,
with the first two, and that follows up those two.
Yeah. What's the guy's name? The detective? What's his name?
He's a French guy.
Yeah.
I can never pronounce his name.
Yeah,
right.
I really liked those movies. Johannes was very good.
Yeah.
So that is looking back. Why don't we look forward a little bit?
Yes.
To talk about our most anticipated movies of 2026. My list is not as long as my favorite of the past few years, but there's a couple coming out this year that I'm pretty excited about.
Yes.
So, why don't you share your list first, though?
So so mine, I actually needed to go back and figure out. Wait, hold on. Which ones? I'm sorry, I'm trying to mess with this thing again, and it's being ridiculous. Hold on. No, I messed it up. I don't know what I did. There we go. I'm sorry. Again, trying to
bear with us. Hey,
first rusty. I'm sorry. So yeah. So my most anticipated for this year, it's just because these are the three that I know 100% are coming this year, and so one is Spider-Man: Brand New Day.
Are we sure it's coming?
Well, it's supposed to be.
Okay.
It's supposed to be coming in July.
Okay.
But there's some weird stuff happening, which is another one. Which honestly, I was not excited about Avengers: Doomsday, but seeing all the stuff they've been doing and all the leaks, I'm like, okay, this could actually be really, really good. So I'm excited for it. But then also that day is Dune 3. So Doomsday, everybody.
Yep.
I'm excited for Doomsday. I already texted Gary, do we dare? Do we dare possibly go to the movie theater and be prepared to be there for probably around 5 to 6 hours?
Yeah. I mean,
I think Dune 3 will be almost 3 hours, and Avengers Doomsday might be close to that as well.
I think we need to make a day of it, and we got to go ahead and prepare the family. What day is that?
December 18th.
December 18th. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to throw this out there. We can talk about it later. I think we need to make an IMAX trip for that. We need to do it right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking, so we're down to do Doomsday.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long day, but I really,
Yeah.
I
think sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's say, but I'm ready for Doomsday. So those are like the three I'm most excited about. And then there's two others that I'm like, I definitely want to see these in theater. Which I'm sure this first one you're with me is Odyssey.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to make sure it passes the curve because with Christopher Nolan it's a toss up. But Odyssey, I mean that just seems exciting. Christopher Nolan, that epic story. So Odyssey, and then the other one is and I forget the title of it, but I think it's Young Washington. But it's George Washington as he's coming up in the Revolutionary, the war and all that. So I want to see that. I think that's going to be really cool. I know that's an Angel Studios one, but it looks really good.
Yeah, which I'm excited about because we've got the Lincoln stories. We've got when I saw the trailer for that, I was like, you know what, this we don't have a whole lot about Washington out there. And I was telling you, I was like, we need to do a double feature, The Patriot, and then watch the Washington movie.
Yeah,
fun. So
I
got a couple. Doomsday is right there. I'm excited for that because what Marvel has done with these Avengers trailers, these stories, how they connect with the clock and all that is really got me back in. It really got me excited about this. Especially the Thor one. It's like it's the seriousness of Thor back, in a good way. The Odyssey, I'm excited about that. I'm a little less excited now that I know Travis Scott's in it. That kind of I saw that. I'm like, what?
I didn't know that. That's sad.
Can't stand
what
him.
What is it with him? What is it with him grabbing random celebrities like that? Because he did the same thing. He got what's his name for Dunkirk and stuff. That's just weird.
Yeah, I'm still ticked off at Travis Scott for a lot of things, how he basically ruined WrestleMania last year. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, still excited about it. We'll wait to see if it passes the curve that we have, because Nolan kind of disappointed me with how he put nonsense into Oppenheimer. So hopefully that's not a trend for him. Hopefully that's just a one-off. But anyway, Mario Galaxy. Excited about that.
Yeah. I forgot
Carter,
about
my
that one.
son. Yeah, Carter is, he's really excited about that. Project Hail Mary.
That looks good.
This trailer has got me really excited. I've not read the book, but people who have read the book are saying it is an amazing book, and I really love the trailer. I've become a Ryan Gosling fan in the last few years. I know it sounds weird, but he's been in the same track as Matthew McConaughey, in my opinion, where he's gone from the rom-com guy to like a serious actor. And Ryan Gosling has put out some really, really good stuff. And his Saturday Night Live stuff, what he's done on Saturday Night Live the last few years has got me like, I've become a fan of his. So this movie looks really good, Project Hail Mary. And as a Spielberg fan, as he's my favorite director of all time, Disclosure Day.
Good call. I forgot about that.
Not exactly sure what it's about. Yes, I know Aliens, but Disclosure Day, Aliens, Spielberg, sign me up day one. Very excited about that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad you mentioned those. I did forget about Hail Mary and Disclosure Day. But those are two. I am. Yeah.
I have something written down that I can't read. I don't know what it. I have something written down. I don't know what it says. But I wrote down December. Is there a movie coming out called December? I don't know.
Maybe just movies coming out in December.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but those definitely look good. Forgot about Mario Galaxy. I am excited for that one. But yeah, I guess they said most anticipated, right? So those are the movies that popped in my head, the ones I already shared. But those are good too. I'm sure Disclosure Day and Hail Mary, I'm sure you and I will be there day one for those two.
Yeah, no doubt. They both look really good. Some interesting stuff coming out this year, and hopefully, we're planning to make this part of our weekly routine and be back here reviewing these movies. And hopefully, we got some good stuff to review. And I'm hoping for a couple 5 out of 5s this year. I really am.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Yes, and let's see, because I am hoping for that. Hollywood's been very hit and miss with their movies lately, whether it be being cheap on the budget end or just trying to rush too many things out and they don't give it time to breathe or give it time to write things properly. I mean, a lot of people have already heard of the fiasco with the Spider-Verse movies, not giving animators enough time. And even though Across the Spider-Verse looked amazing, but just tells you how much it goes into it. So with Hollywood just trying to push things out, and then the streaming wars, and there's just been a lot of garbage that has come out, a lot of garbage. So I'm hoping this year is different. It seems like Hollywood is starting to realize their mistakes, but Hollywood also doesn't learn from them. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we get a lot of good ones.
Yeah. I mean, how many movies in the past this year just completely – the movies that made money this year and the movies that didn't has really shown what people are wanting to see. And I think people have shown if it's the right story, they feel it's worth going out and seeing it, and so
Case in
I don't
point.
get on a streaming.
Case
I
in
don't
point.
get a streaming soapbox, but if these directors we're talking about this year, Spielberg, Nolan, Denis Duluvois, I can't pronounce his name, but these guys they're all about the theater experience. So hopefully this year we'll continue to bring people back to the theater.
Yeah, hopefully so. And listen, Disney's put out a lot of garbage, but Zootopia 2 was actually really, really good. It wasn't on our list, but it was still a really good movie. I was surprised because I didn't care for the first one. I thought the first one was very mid, very okay.
I thought it blew the first one out of the water.
Yeah, but the second one was so stinking good. Great family movie, great message, everything. And it's made over $1 billion.
Yeah.
Learn Disney. Learn what kind of movies you need to put out. And same thing, they did the same thing though with Inside Out 2. Another one. I didn't care for the first one. Thought the second one was really good, and it made a butt ton of money. So hopefully they're learning what the audience wants to see.
Zootopia 2 was, me, I like to sit in the back row to the left,
Mm-hmm.
and because I gotta get up and get to the bathroom, whatever. Zootopia 2 was so packed. Me and the kids sat second row to the right. And
Oh, wow.
there was a moment in that movie where I laughed so hard I spit my Coke Zero out everywhere.
Yeah.
And Zootopia 2, I loved it. I'm glad you mentioned that because that was a huge surprise. Blew the first one out of the water. Same with Inside Out. But Zootopia 2, fun fact, one of my favorite wrestlers, CM Punk, voiced one of the Zeebros. So I didn't
really?
know that until that guy up there. Pretty cool.
The Zeebros had me rolling.
Oh yeah,
they were so funny,
so great. Well, it's good to be back. This was fun. This was therapeutic, and
and we hope to keep it up more consistently. Hopefully, at least once a week. If we have time, maybe we can add a sec. We'll kind of see, but therapeutic. This is what we needed.
Yep, and we're snowed in. It looks like more snow's coming, so I'm gonna hunker down and watch some more movies.
Yeah, I am hoping to get out before it snows because I'm really trying to go see Mercy, and and I want to see Send Help, assuming it passes the curve.
Yeah,
those are two.
I actually read about that yesterday. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you. Get your opinion on it offline. So
but those are two I'm hoping to see. But I may just see Mercy because that one came out first, and Send Help comes out this weekend, so I have more time for that. But I'm hopefully be able to do that because again, we love movies and we have the A-list. We can go.
I think I'm gonna watch a Western today. I feel like a Western.
There you go.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, folks. Welcome back to the Real Pastors Universe.
Yes, we are so happy to be back. Hope you're back with us on this journey. Thanks to all of you who stayed subscribed to us. We know it's been a while. We're so thankful that you have, and we hope to give you more content from your real pastors.
Shout out to our homies in India.
Yeah, that's right. We'll see you guys.
See you.